Okay, guys. So I needed a new pair of boots. I normally wear hand legs, but they're getting expensive, and you have to order them, or you have to go to places like Atmosphere here in Alberta, or wherever you can find them, and they're $550 a pair. Now, I did a lot of looking, and I ended up buying these. These are LA Sportivas. They are the, what they call them, the glacier WLF is what the model is. They're on Amazon, and they are their essentially they're a mountaineering boot meant for firefighters. So apparently the sole here is rated for 300 degrees and the glue is rated for 70. Not that that matters for me because I'm not using them for fighter. I'm using them for hiking up and down the mountains. So far, seems okay. They're a really stiff boot. I love the feel of them. Like, they are comfortable. And I did put a bunch of dubbing on them, but I have to put a lot more. You can see where it's really dry. But we'll see how they hold up. If I only get one sheep season out of them, I know they're junk just like Loa's. If I get 3 sheep seasons out of them, then I get about the same as what a pair of hand legs last. And for all of you guys that are going to tell me to go with Zamberlands or Scarpas or Canatrex or any other boot, I can't afford them. I looked them up. I'm not paying in between $700 and $1,200 Canadian just for a pair of boots that I'm going to wear for a month or 2. Because that's just not happening. I'm kind of trying something new here. I am going to see how cheap a person can go for sheep hunting. You know, back in the day, they used to just have, they didn't even have hardly mountaineering boots. I mean, heck, they just had a pair of boots, and they didn't even have camo, you know. They didn't even know what gaiters were yet. You know, they didn't even know what gaiters were. They just went hunting. So we're going to test this theory and see how cheap a person can really go. Now, there's some things I don't cheap out on. Boots is one thing. You can't skimp out on boots. So far, I like these ones. We'll see how they do. You know, these gaiters here are Kuiu ones. Tell you the truth, I never paid for them. They were a gift. But I use them. Those are, I think I've gotten 5 or 6 seasons out of them. I always pack gloves, coats, rain gear. That's the one thing that I do not skimp on is rain gear. So I use Cabela's Guidewear. That is what I use for rain gear. That's my jet boil. Just a $35 jet boil off of Amazon. Binoculars, I got a pair of 12 by 50s. And then I just got this in. We'll see how it does. This is the SV Boney 20 to 60 by 80. This is the SV28. That one cost, I think it was right around 130 bucks for that. And the tripod, I bought it for $30 at Walmart. We will see how this tripod works. Backpack is a Martin Top 75 liter because I want to haul all my stuff, plus haul a sheep off the mountain. I do use horses, but even then, when you have a sheep in your backpack and all your gear, it gets a little tight, so I went with a 75. I did spend the $20 for a hydration pack. We'll see how that works. I normally never use one, but we'll see. That being said, like I said, we're going to see how cheap a guy can go sheep hunting. I'm not going for a ram. I am only going for a ewe because I got to draw. However, we're just going to try this and see. But I wanted to show you guys these boots because so far that was the main focus, and so far I like them, and there happened to not be a video on them at all. So again, these are the Sportiva Glacier WLF, and they're right around 400 bucks. They're seem like a good built boot. I like them. They're really stiff. They're got great support. We'll see how they do on the mountain.